Welcome to Love Will Love, a place where emotions meet stories. Here, we explore love, mystery, and the moments that change our lives forever. Every episode is a new journey. Are you ready to feel it? Don't forget to subscribe, like, and join us for the next story of Love Reborn. She tripped over a Broadway ticket and fell into the arms of her future husband. Harper had only planned to be in New York for 3 days. A 29-year-old editorial assistant from Boston, she'd won a Broadway ticket in a raffle. But as she juggled her phone and tote bag in Times Square, she stumbled, sending the ticket flying straight into the path of a cyclist. The cyclist skidded to a stop, catching the paper midair. Harper looked up and met the eyes of a stranger, with curly hair poking from his helmet. A camera bag hung at his side. "You okay?" he asked, handing her the ticket back. She nodded, pushing her glasses nervously. "Thanks. I'm usually more graceful than this." He grinned. "Then I'm glad I caught the ticket hand, not you." His name was Ben. Her show was an hour away, but Ben suggested grabbing coffee nearby. "No more near collisions, I promise." They ducked into a small cafe off Broadway. Over cappuccinos, conversation flowed. Harper spoke of Boston deadlines and her dream of publishing meaningful stories. Ben described wandering alleys with his camera, capturing hidden moments of humanity. The minutes blurred until panic hit. Her show was about to start. "Go," Ben urged, "unless you'd let me tag along." She hesitated, then surprised herself. "Okay." At the theater, Harper thought he'd just wait in the lobby. But halfway through the show, a tap on her shoulder. Ben stood there, with spare passes. He'd befriended staff outside. At intermission, he led her backstage. Costumes hung in rows, actors rehearsed. Harper gasped. Ben whispered, "Life's too short to stay in the audience." After the curtain call, they wandered back to the bench where she had stumbled. Times Square had quieted, neon glow shimmering on pavement. Ben leaned against the bench. "I didn't know you'd win that ticket, but when I caught ET I knew I didn't want our moment to end." Harper's heart hammered. "Then let's not end it yet." So they didn't. Weeks of museums, rooftop movies, street food, and endless walks followed. He photographed her, often candidly, with reverence. At first she blushed under his lens, but when she saw the prints, her laughing mid-sentence, brushing hair from her face, she realized he wasn't capturing how she looked. He was capturing how he saw her. "One rainy rooftop night," she whispered, "I never expected New York to feel like this." Ben smiled. "Maybe it's not New York. Maybe it's us." Then came the call. Ben had been offered a residency in Seattle 6 months, maybe longer. A dream for him, terrifying for her. At their bench, Harper asked, "Will this still work if I stay?" Ben's voice wavered. "I don't know, but I'd rather try and fail than never try at all." They attempted distance, calls, weekend flights, care packages, but doubt not. Love stretched thin across phone screens. Jealousy struck one night. During a call, she heard a woman's voice in the background. "Just a roommate," he assured. But Harper's chest tightened. She snapped. They fought, both crying into pixelated voids. The next morning, an envelope arrived. Inside, a photo strip. Each frame showed Ben holding a sign. "You are my story." Harper wept, but this time from hope. 2 months later, Harper quit her job. She packed her life into 2 suitcases and boarded a train west. In Seattle drizzle, Ben stood waiting, camera around his neck, flowers in hand. "Welcome home," he whispered. Seattle was new, pine-scented air, coffee roasters on corners. They rented a small apartment with mismatched mugs and stacks of books. She framed his photos. He exhibited photos, hikes, pancakes, photo walks. 1 year later, Ben asked her to return to New York for their anniversary. In Times Square, an exhibit wall displayed his photos. Her ticket midair, their first coffee, backstage smiles, Seattle sunsets. Harper gasped. Crowds gathered. Then, under neon glow, Ben knelt. "You fell into my evening. You pulled me into yours. Will you keep doing this with me forever?" Tears blurred her eyes. Laughing, sobbing, she said, "Yes." If this story touched you, don't forget to like, subscribe, and share your thoughts in the comments. Love has many faces. Which one will we discover next?